All right, what's up, family? So I'm back, progression per day. I got a good friend with me, and I've kind of learned from him throughout my journey with having my own brand, progression per day. He's had his own brand. He's managed life throughout this, having a regular job and managing his brand. So it's my boy Howie Stackz with us. Like I said, real good friend. I'll let him kind of explain himself and what he does and, where he's at, physical location, but also, where he's at in life. So, what's up, man?
Nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, trying to maintain a level of sanity.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
So, what you got going on right now, man? Like, what you into? Like, what's life like for Howie Stacks right now?
Uh, just working a lot. That's how it feels. A lot of work, not enough kick it time.
Yeah.
It feel like work time ain't even, and then enough time to work either. Like, I'll clock in, clock out. The day's over, and then I clock back in. I'm like, God damn.
Hey, for sure, for sure. And I think we all, we punching clocks right now. We got to make a dollar while we doing what we love to do and our passion on the side. Like there's a lot of us, we haven't quite reached that point yet to where we just grinding off of what we love to do. So like you said, we still working hard. We still doing our everyday thing. Um, so with that, with working hard and stuff, how do you have time for Howie Stacks and the brand and your podcast, all the stuff you doing right now? How do you make time for that?
Man, I've been having to actually use my calendar. Uh,
Oh shit. Like a
yeah.
physical calendar?
Yeah. Like, I mean, the one on my phone, or
Yeah, yeah.
like my Google Calendar. You get that through your email. It just go right to your phone. I
Definitely.
mean, I sound like an old nigga because I'm late to the party. I used
Hey
to literally
no.
be able to remember shit. I used to be like, yeah, all right, I got this to do. I got this to do. Now I'm just like, can't even remember this motherfucking name, let alone like, you know what I'm saying? Now I have to schedule shit. Otherwise, I may fall short. So like, I've been having to just, I don't know, just stay on task.
Hey, I like that. I like that. And we talk about that a lot at Progression Per Day. Just if you really want to keep yourself accountable and stay on task, sometimes you do got to make a calendar. You know what I'm saying? Write it down physically, whatever way helps you remember and maintain what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, so throughout this time, like setting your calendar, juggling all this stuff, have you had any trouble getting stuff done through COVID, through the pandemic, everything that's going on nowadays?
Oh yeah, all the time. But like, it's not like shit wasn't a pain in the ass to get done before COVID.
For sure, for sure. You right. You
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
right.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah.
extra flaky for no reason. Like, now they
Exactly.
even more like flakier than they ever been. Because everybody's ultimately scared of getting sick. They scared of losing money. You know what I'm saying? They just scared. Like, I feel like the fear is intensified, which is understandable for the situation. But for me, it's just like sometimes there's a wrench in my plans, but it hasn't. I found ways to prosper regardless.
No, definitely. And I like that. I like that. And a lot of our friends, a lot of the people that we close to, man, we gonna grind out regardless, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
pandemic, it really ain't pushed a lot of us backwards that much, but at the same time, you do see the effects. A lot of people scared, and especially you, like being in the entertainment industry, y'all do a lot of in-person stuff, face to face. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, like you said, that losing money aspect and all that, that could be a real possibility during this time. So,
A lot of
I'm
people
glad you was
using
able
that
to maintain.
creativity.
No,
Yeah,
definitely. You just kind of switch it up and find those different avenues and things like that, right?
yeah.
Dope,
I
dope.
mean, that's what I think. That's the only way. I mean, I know that like with the podcast, we've definitely like we had like 3 months of Zoom podcasts, and like it's hard to get the
Yeah.
good quality you want with that. Then when we finally started doing it, I think Aaron had talked all that shit, wound up catching this shit. Then we couldn't
Oh,
do it.
for sure.
We couldn't even do the Zoom shit because he felt so bad for like 2 weeks. Then, I mean, like, fucking. Now we probably ain't gonna shoot nothing for the rest of the year, which nobody's gonna know because we were ahead.
Yeah.
So we have enough between like we're somewhere between 29, 30 episodes for the year. And I think we released like 26.
Congratulations. So y'all actually
Thank you.
pretty close to your milestone, right? Like 1,000, right? Like y'all, bro.
Yeah.
And if
We're
y'all haven't
brushing
checked
up.
it out, go look at my brothers, you know what I'm saying? SumSum Podcast. They hot right now. So go check it out, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna drop a link for y'all actually in this video underneath. So hey, they grinding it out right now.
But don't say
Hey.
nothing too stupid because I will fry your ass.
hey, they be wilding on there. So if y'all ain't ready for uncut and raw, don't tune in, bro, because they gonna give it to you uncut and raw. And that's why I love my brothers, bro, because we not finna hold nothing back from y'all. We finna give y'all everything we got. And so they do a good job of that with the podcast. So so throughout this time, and everything you got going on, what would you say is your biggest piece of progress? Like, how have you progressed the most throughout this time?
I think my ability to like kind of just tap into that focus sometimes that like I feel like sometimes I get distracted real easy. And so like, but like especially towards the end of the year, I've started to realize like, man, it's like crunch time right now, like, and you know, like I'm working 6 days a week, working both jobs, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of shit's up in the air right now. You know, I'm uncomfortable about it, but it's like right now, it's like instead of being uncomfortable and scared and shit, like I mean, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable regardless, but instead of being like scared and like letting that fear paralyze me, I just gotta keep moving forward. And you know what I'm saying? Take shit one day, one task. You know what I'm saying? Like
there we go.
And just keep pushing through it. Stay on schedule. You know what I'm saying? With everything, use the time that I have the wisest way I can. That's one thing I'm starting to realize. I'm like, you know, like I get so irritated sometimes. Like it's hard to like, cause you know, like I feel like people miscommunicate on purpose. And like so all you need to like develop a fucking clear plan is a little bit of communication sometimes. And like for some reason that's so fucking hard for like people. And I'm like, right now for me it's crucial because I'm like, I can't, like it's gonna be a chain event of me not getting shit done if I can't get my point across and you can't get your point across to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean?
Especially when you're working with groups too. And I like you said that communication, man, that's a big part. It's a big, it's a thing that a lot of us are missing too. And like you said, it could be pride, bro. Like a lot of pride. I don't want to reach out to them first. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Or it could even not be that. It could be, oh, I don't want to bother this person. I don't want to seem too thirsty for this. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like a lot of things. And so with communication, sometimes you have to leave yourselves vulnerable. And like you said, you got to get that communication done in order to move forward and progress sometimes. So
you can't be afraid to be vulnerable. Cause I mean, like that's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you like train for an event, that's the whole purpose of training for the event. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just expect to just be like, yeah, I'm following my dreams and then everything's gonna fucking be fucking
like exactly.
Just, smooth and perfect now just because I decided I'm gonna finally do what I wanted to do. 7 billion fucking people in the world. You think all of them just not doing what they want to do? Like everybody doing what the fuck they want to do. You gotta be able to execute. You gotta be able to execute.
For real. Dude, I agree with that.
Like, I don't know, like, bro, like, I know that there's shit I'm slacking on. Like, I feel like I'm slacking on the gym, even though I'm in that bitch. It's still like, I only got like 4 days to go to that bitch, and they all in a row, so I can't get no break. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But like, if I miss one day, I might miss another. If I drink too much, I might miss a day at the gym. Or like, if I drink too much, I might fuck up at work. You know what I'm saying? If I get all depressed, I might stay off the internet. I need to do all of this shit throughout the day. At any given point, be able to like write a fucking like engaging post, like, you know what I'm saying, snap pictures at the drop of a hat if I need to. So I gotta look good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I
I'm
can't
super
smell bad. I
glad
can't
that
smell like weed at work. You know what I mean? Like,
I am super glad that you dropping this knowledge right here, bro, because I literally just dropped a video on accountability, and this shows like you understanding this and you doing this on a day-to-day basis. It just like reiterates the video I dropped on accountability, bro. Like literally when you have a brand, when you have a platform and you have all of this, man, like you really have to get your stuff done, bro. And
yeah,
over time you kind of realize, man, like what you need personally to get your stuff done. Like you said, like I can't be doing this if I need to do this, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that right there, that's progress in itself. If someone can realize that and realize that they're at that level and, this is what I need to do, this is what it takes. Like you said, if it was that easy, if it wasn't gonna be bumps in the road, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody'd be out there following their dreams. I think,
just
right?
floating
You know
through
what I'm
life.
saying? Like COVID wouldn't even been a thing because everybody's just out here doing exactly what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just literally like in sync with they self and in sync with what they need. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really, I really appreciate you saying that. So right now, where does your support come from? Because like you said, communicating with people that you work with, but also people to get new opportunities, right? So where's the support coming from? Where's your biggest support? And how do you handle that support?
I feel like I mean sometimes it'll come randomly, but like it's probably my friends, you know what I'm saying? My little significant other as well. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like I feel like all those things just enhance whatever I've found within myself to keep going. Cause
Oh,
like
I like that.
you know what
I
I'm
like
saying? Like because
for sure.
like everyone wants to rely on external things, but the truth is like if you don't really want something for yourself, you ain't like you could have it, but you might waste it or whatever. But you really gotta want shit for yourself, and you really gotta like love and support yourself the same way you want from other people. Because I mean, like you with yourself every day, like you gonna lay down with yourself. You may or may not lay down with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you may or may not see your boys. You may or may not see your girl. You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
Like you probably gonna see your kids.
Yeah.
You know, but fuck them
Maybe,
kids, right?
maybe. He's that bugging me. As a new
Congrats,
parent,
by the way, my
scratching my head
nigga.
like, damn, Joe. Hey, I feel you on that one, though.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like still having like solid people like in your close circle, and even solid people in your like extended circle.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like I don't really want no like lazy ass, fuck ass, like bullshit ass, half stepping. I don't want that shit around me at all. Period. And it really like sometimes I have to exercise patience and shit because like I got my plan. I realize that my plan ain't always gonna fit with other people's plans and shit. But I still
Definitely.
gotta push my plan forward and figure out how to make it all coincide. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta be like a diplomatic sometimes
Mm-hmm.
with your shit. And it's not always easy. But like I feel
Definitely.
like if you just sometimes if you like just like show yourself some appreciation, you know, like you gotta support yourself. You gotta be willing to spend bread on you. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta make sure you look. You gotta make sure like not like indulgence. I mean, but like you gotta make sure you feel good. Like you can't just like starve yourself and deny yourself and then think you're gonna
Exactly.
be like feeling okay enough to keep going. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like you gotta
Definitely.
pamper
But first and
yourself and shit.
foremost, you got to support yourself, like you said.
Yeah,
Support
for
yourself.
real.
And that's one thing.
You have to.
That's one thing I said. One important thing you just said, and I just got into this. You gotta spend bread on yourself in order to get anything started. If you got a brand, if you got anything going on for yourself, you need to invest in yourself. And that brings us back to like, reason why I wanted to interview my man's here. People got multiple things going on. We have to invest in ourselves in whatever way that we can, whether that's working another job, whether that's taking the appropriate time for self-care and everything. Those are also investments in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, feel good. part of feeling good is investing in yourself, whether that's physically, mentally, or spiritually, whatever way you choose. And that's what we talk about at Progression Per Day all the time. You know what I'm saying? Hitting those three parts of your wellness and making yourself feel good, right? Like that's what it's
Yeah.
all about, you know? Okay, and to move forward with that, so I've been doing what I've been doing for a minute. You hit the gym and we've been able to hit the gym together. What would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned from Progression Per Day, or us, and where our mental and everything has gone up to this point? What would you say is the biggest thing you've learned from Progression Per Day?
I mean, it's it's in the name. You remember how we was, especially like when niggas was like all in a roar and shit. You know how intense shit could get, but like I feel like for me, it's like showing up every day. Cause like sometimes, like, and just realizing that like sometimes you're gonna feel on like fucking cloud nine, and you gotta
Yes.
understand that like you might not always feel like that, but enjoy it. But then you gotta realize when you feel bad that like might not always feel like this, but you feel like it now, and you gotta get through it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
that's why I say it's in the name, because it's like Progression Per Day is like, to be honest, the only way I feel like the only way that we've gotten where we got was to kind of just like, you set the goal and then you like attack that motherfucker. But you don't like, a lot of people like set the goal, they set a lofty goal, and then
Yep.
they never accomplish it because they discourage themselves because it just seems just so ridiculous and so out of reach. Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna get here because it's just like, I gotta make $1 million, but like, how am I ever gonna make $1 million? I work at 7-Eleven. Well, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
most people think I gotta make that $1 million tomorrow, right? Like they don't want to work at it each day because they want that $1 million tomorrow. And I think all of us, like you said, like, hey, we wouldn't be where we is if we didn't chop at our goals, just
yeah,
like
like
each
chip away
day.
at shit.
Exactly. So each day it's kind of like we still just chipping away, right? Like
Yeah,
you chipping away your calendar. Every time you make something, make a day on that calendar, you just chipping away at each task throughout that day, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I think mainly like Progression Per Day, that's what we all about. The whole thing, what I try to get people to understand is like they like, well, what is Progression Per Day? And I try to tell them like, man, it's really a lifestyle, bro. Like it's really not like a single thing. Like yes, we could train, we could sell some workout plans, we could, all that stuff, but at the same time, Progression Per Day is that chopping away at our
yeah. It's a mentality. It's a
goal.
way of life. Like you
For
gotta
sure.
you you gotta show up every day, even when you feel like shit, and still try to outdo yourself from yesterday. You still
Exactly.
want to like focus on the shit. Like you still want to like see forward into the future and move towards that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to like now is just a fucking moment. You know what I
Just
mean?
a
Like
moment.
it eventually everything's gonna be forward. Like you remember in 2015. Now here 5 years later, can you imagine? Could you have imagined back then?
No, no. Hey,
You see
what
what I'm
would we
saying?
have done in 2015 if COVID hit us like this, bro? Like
Folded.
folded,
I don't
bro.
even think we could have handled it. Like,
I
you know what I'm saying? I know I couldn't
mentally,
have.
mentally, we couldn't have. We wouldn't have been able to, bro. We wouldn't have
I've
been
always,
able to.
I feel like I've always been like looked at as like, oh yeah, man, you stay moving, you this, you that. But like to be honest, I feel like I'm in a completely different headspace than I've probably ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I'm starting to realize like, damn, like I'm known for like overworking myself, fucking around, drinking and shit, which I still do enjoy. But like
Yeah.
now I'm starting to like see some of the errors of my ways and also start realizing that it's like more about being efficient and executing than it is about just
How
doing a
much
whole
you can
bunch of
do?
shit. But I
Bro,
still do a whole bunch of shit.
Oh my God. Hey, that's so crazy that you say this, bro, because literally I recorded a video on my phone the other day and I was like, damn. I was like, just because you busy all the time don't mean that you get shit done. Bro, and you saying that, bro, like that's crazy, bro, because
Those
just because
motherfuckers
you
out
can
here
have
running in circles.
you can have a full ass packed ass schedule and get nothing done, fam. And that blows my mind because let's think about majority of the population, bro. That's what we doing.
Yeah.
We just we going here, we going there, we going to this place. But truly, 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 what are we getting done? And bigger than that, what are we doing for ourselves? Right? Like, how much are we actually dedicating to ourselves? Or are we giving that time to other people? Are we giving that away? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one thing, you know, I feel like I've learned a lot about branding and like putting myself out there, like with you, because like honestly, like me knowing you and me being close to you, if somebody asked me, I'd be like, oh, like dude's an introvert, bro. Like he's not even an extrovert, bro. But like you knowing I gotta get shit done, bro. Like I feel like that's what makes you that extrovert, you know? Like you know how to flip
Yeah.
that switch and like, okay, now I gotta be Howie Stackz. Now I gotta get shit done for my business. So you get out there. But if we was at a party or something and you wouldn't be the dude going up to random folks being like, oh, what's up? You get what I'm
No,
saying?
not really.
So,
Yeah.
exactly,
And what's crazy
exactly.
is that like people think that I'm like super. So you super social, man. I don't know how you just be talking to people. I'm like, I don't either.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
I just for me like now like a social event is like a portion release and relaxation and just like finally I can just say shit without like worrying about, you know what I mean? But it's also
For sure.
practice
Yeah.
because like at work niggas be talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like and motherfuckers, everybody want to talk about like people I know I'm never gonna see again. You know, they
Ever.
be wanting to have conversations about shit that I don't give a fuck about. You know, but it like you still like I seen this one thing that said like sometimes you have to sometimes the ritual is important or whatever, right? And I'm like realizing like, okay, like yeah, you know, everyone's always on Facebook like, yeah, I don't do small talk. I'm like, well, that's why you ain't nowhere, because half the time you small talk your way into some business
Right?
or an opportunity. I mean, to be
Uh-huh.
honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in like, especially for niggas, man, black males, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is just see us and they're like, oh shit, fuck. Here this
That's
nigga
crazy.
come wanting some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like the only way
Warren
you're
some
gonna get
shit.
shit is through like extreme networking, because like if you just go off your resume, if you just go off your face, a lot of the times like motherfuckers are gonna try to find every reason to count you out.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers too
You're right.
light, motherfuckers too dark, motherfuckers too big, motherfuckers too tall, too short, too this, too that, too this. He's too horny, he's too loud, he's too quiet. Motherfuckers got too many degrees. Motherfucker don't got enough degrees. Like, god damn, bitch, like leave me the fuck alone. Like, can I be me? You know what I'm saying? So like you have to like, bam, woo woo woo, maintain your reputation
Yeah.
and network. Because
Yeah.
that network will work for you. Everybody be mad about that shit. Oh, motherfuckers only call when they need me. But like, you never know. Like, especially even if you maintain the same like standard of like operation with yourself and with people that you interact with, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's your reputation right there. You know what I'm saying? If you can make a impressionable mark on somebody in a very short period of time, like you're gonna be remembered. And when somebody's gonna think of you, when they're like, man, I need to hire somebody for this, or I'm looking for somebody to feature on this song, or man,
Exactly.
maybe
And here's the crazy part. You know how I like what you're saying here because we started talking about like, getting shit done versus being busy, And so these events that you're talking about, networking and things like that, these people can feed off of that and know, okay, this person is here to get things done, or this person just came to party, or this person just came because they had to. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
know the person in the room who, you know, hey, if I want to get a feature, I'm gonna hit him up because he came to this room and he was ready, he was hungry, he was ready to work, right? And that goes into getting stuff done. Like people are gonna vibe off of that. Just like I hit dude up, I was like, man, you know what? I could have waited for the next time till I seen you, bro. Like I literally could have been like, all right, I'm gonna see him within the month or something like that. I'll just sit down with him then. Then I was like, you know what? We gonna get this shit done. I'm gonna hit dude up. We gonna video chat this shit
Yeah.
up, and I'm gonna get it done, bro. Like that's the difference, bro. There's people who want it. There's people who hungry, and you can feed off of that, right? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, bro, because I look at all y'all and I'm like, damn, they going hard, B. Now I gotta go hard too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
hey, that's the good thing about having people like that around you, bro. Because even though we got our own lanes, bro, which is probably better, right? Because we in a different lane. I'm over here health and wellness. Y'all got every topic sold up. You know what I'm saying? Urban community, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, they should be motivating me. You know what I'm saying? Like they getting shit done. Why ain't I getting shit done? You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's people out here who busy all the time. People, you can look at my schedule and be like, okay, he work all the time, he do this, but I'm the only person who know if I'm getting shit done, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. You got to hold yourself accountable, and during this time, like it's important. It shows who's been getting shit done and who really ain't been doing what they've been saying they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So our ultimate goal is to have our own, to work for ourselves, to establish a brand and put it out there. We already have the ideas, we already have everything in the palm of our hand. We are at the point where we have to get shit done, right? Like, there's no more talking about it for us. We either have to do or nothing's gonna go, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, I really appreciate you taking this time, sitting down with me to chop it up. You know, I've learned a lot from you throughout this process. We've kind of touched on those things, just branding myself, learning how to manage multiple things at a time. Because for a while, like I was just working, I ain't have a side thing to do, so I needed advice. I watched y'all grow, so literally like progression per day. Shit, y'all watched me on the couch reading, writing in the journal, and all this shit, bro. So
I
I'm
mean,
glad that,
I still
right?
think about Miami when you was like, man, shit, I just sold like $400 worth of t-shirts right now. I'm
Yeah.
saying, and it's funny because that's one of the things that still inspires me. I started my Teespring. I ain't got around to it yet, but I'm working on it. I still
No,
got all the
for sure.
shit in my notes.
Hey, and that's crazy because I mean, peep shirts right here. So honestly,
Yeah.
like it was like, hey, for real, it was like a year ago when I was like, man, actually like probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna drop a shirt, and so I dropped that first black shirt, and I just ordered a whole bunch of them. It was like, I don't even know if people finna just like vibe out to this and them they sold out quick as hell. So I'm like, damn. That's the whole reason I created the Teespring because I was like, all right, now I don't have to buy a whole bunch of them. I could see, who gonna buy. And all of a sudden, it's like, bro, progression per day, like we said, it's a mindset, bro. So to see people support that and to see people vibe out to that, like it was amazing. So I'm at the point now. So we just gonna get bigger, bro. T-shirts, that's just the beginning of it. Next thing you know, we gonna be hosting webinars and things like this just to open people up to engage their mindset on everything, bro. Like that's our whole goal, bro. We want to help as many people, like you said, like bro, we writing in journals, we inspiring you to create your t-shirt thing, whatever it is, whatever your form of progression per day is, like that's what we want to inspire. That's why we got stickers for people. Put your progression per day sticker right here, bro. So when you look at that, it's gonna amp you up and be like, all right, I gotta get on my grind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And next thing you know, you finna be sitting there and you finna be like, all right, Now I just made $500 in a week off these t-shirts. You feel me, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy because we went to Miami for 4 days, and I was like, damn, people just buying these shit. And it was crazy because we posted like 3 pictures, bro. Just like a couple pictures by the beach, in the room, like crazy. And I'm like, damn, people actually like vibe out to that shit. And
Yeah,
it gets
they
to
do.
the point where you give a mindset. Don't just give a product, give a mindset, bro. And people are gonna, buy into that.
It's marketing,
So
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's yo life. That's what's crazy about it is like even if you work your job, even if you fuck with stocks or like have a t-shirt business or cakes, like I mean weed, like whatever you do on the side.
yeah,
Hopefully you do 5 things on the side. I mean they say a millionaire was need seven streams of
seven
income. So if
streams
you
of
have two
income. I
jobs, that's
just
two.
yes,
If you have
yep,
one job, that's one. If you have one job and an investment, that's two. If you have two jobs and an investment, that's three. You know what I'm saying? Like people be like, well, where the fuck am I gonna get all these investments from? I don't know. That's up to you to fucking figure out. But like,
that's up to
you know
you,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's
Like,
your progress, bro. That's your progression, bro. Like you gotta figure that out for yourself, right?
you gotta plan
And
that
like,
shit out and execute it. You know what I'm saying? And I think back to the scheduling thing, that's what's helping me execute because it's just like if you have your goal set already, then you plan it out. All you got to do is show up
yeah,
and do
that's
what you're
it.
supposed to do. And
That's
you
it.
know
Do
if you
do
like,
Yeah.
you
Hey,
know,
the worst part, because college taught us the opposite of progression per day, bro. College
yeah,
taught us to just wait till the last minute and then boom, like we could just
yeah,
just work it out, bro. It always busts out. That's what we say, bro. College taught us that it always busts out. But real life nowadays, nah, bro. Progression per day is where it's at, bro, because we not gonna survive if we just trying to do things last minute nowadays, right?
yeah.
So again, man. So one last thing, what you want to tell us before we get out of here? Again, I appreciate you stopping by, bro. My brother Howie Stackz, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on. Again, tell him what you got going on.
Check out the SumSum Podcast. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor. We like 26 episodes deep. It's like a little bit of like it's like a hood news report, but more comedy central, like comedy centered. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, some podcast. Subscribe to us. You can find us on Instagram as well. Also, Howie Stackz. I'm an artist, available on your favorite streaming platforms. I might be missing a few. If there's something you want to see me on, let me know. But right now, you can find me on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, some other shit that I don't remember, Spinrilla, uh, which is a free one if you're into that. I'm even on SoundCloud still. I just don't really promote it because SoundCloud ain't paying me. So you know what I'm saying?
There we go. We trying to get paid for our work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There we go.
I might dabble in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into like options and shit because I heard you can make decent money, but also heard you can lose a lot of money. So I've been careful. I've been trying to. That's my project right now that I'm trying to like absorb all the knowledge for is learning a little bit
Okay.
more about investing. Because I read somewhere that like I mean there was like a list of things, and I know lists be bullshit sometimes, but I be reading lists anyway. It
No, for
said
sure.
that like um, if you come from a certain class, not like anyone in specific, but if you come from like the middle to lower class, the easiest way to become a millionaire is well, okay, no. Those that came from middle to lower class that have become millionaires, the the path is usually split between investing, entrepreneurship, or both.
So let's get
So
both of them cracking. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so I'm trying to get that cracking too. You know, I'm working 2 jobs, but the other one, I don't even know. A lot of shit's up in the air. I got some other shit in the works too. You know what I'm saying? A couple things in the oven. You feel me? You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
So, uh, but other than that, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out my boy Demar, Progression Per Day. Make sure you doing something every day towards your goals. That's the whole point of his brand, and I feel like it's a good lifestyle to follow. Like why not? Like, it can be expanded outside of the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like,
outside
if
of it.
you know what I'm saying? The sum of all parts is a whole. Like, you can't just decide you're finna do something, do it a couple times, quit, and then be like, oh, this shit didn't work out. You have to continue doing that. You have to be persistent. You have to be dedicated. You have to be, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to show up. Sometimes you're not gonna be your best, but like, it's better to show up than to stay home when you feel bad.
100%.
I mean, it's not that complicated, but at the same time, shit still gets complicated. You feel me?
Definitely. It's we talk about it all the time. Progression per day is not the easiest thing, but I guarantee it'll be worth it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for your time. Have a great
Definitely.
night,
Thanks for
bro.
having me.
All right. Be easy, bro.
All right, bro.